2001. It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. On the away sideline, that's Mike Macdonald, head coach of the Seahawks. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Will Lutz looks about ready to go. Ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Huard with you in the booth. And through the rain, here we go in Denver. Here's a return from the 7. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talented quarterback in his first season out of Arkansas.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Second down pass play coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's making a bid for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Nix from the gun. This is Ingram working the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. There's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A 7-yard pickup.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll give up the gut to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They're going play action. Finds his man, Gray. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 3rd down, here's Nix. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the run here from the gun. Escapes the defender. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Another carry for him. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
3rd and 8.
Air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A 4-yard.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Looking to return from the 29. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Edwards-Helaire gets it. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
Taken down at the
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. First down from the 42. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give it to him again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And for the second straight play, Bronc, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And it's not good, Bronc, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in by his back. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a short gain. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking in the air here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard.
Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Nix holds on to it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. No gain on
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And And that will not be enough for a first down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The give now out of the shotgun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
Throwing on seconds. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled for a short gain. He's trying in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw 3rd and long. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic.
Makes his hit, and he lost that football. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Pulled in at the 20. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More for Mile High in just a moment. So 1st down from the 41. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Quickly out to the right, complete. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Mims out to receive it. Let's see what he can do on the return. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 from the 32. Nix from the gun. Connecting on a slant. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Nix looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A 3-yard pickup.
Nix now to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He fires one deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Oh, and 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Vikings are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about. Just 1 field goal on the board. 3-0 the score. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
Inside handoff to Dobbins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Brings up second down.
Throwing here, Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
Back at his own 6-yard
Defense
line.
with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Third and long for him here. Making the call himself. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
They pitch it to him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. After the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Dive play straight ahead. And a good stop by the defense to limit this damage. They gave up 8, but they still forced this fourth down. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Bates' kick is up and good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Broncos
That's why they
nothing.
spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On the return, here's Mims. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
At the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Seahawks back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos offense all set to go. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Nix with it on 1st. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
And he reaches the 35 before going out.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
3rd and long for Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Their punter making his way out now. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Brandon Jones up to the stop.
Over the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
One of the tight ends in motion left. the well again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They give it to him again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Ooh, almost a throw to Costin. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Air it out on third. Finds the in route complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this fourth down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Denver set to take the field on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now Nix. Finds Mims. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They run the counter with Dobbins. Keeps away from one. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
And the Broncos first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, it's Nix. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Caught for big yards on the right side. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through the second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They're throwing it. He's throwing deep to the left side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run here following a penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos.
Dropping back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Back now, pressure coming. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field. Lining up and going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you can hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Results in a 4th down.
Desperation time here. He puts an air under this one, right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. So 1st down from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They're going play action. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
5 yards on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a give here for Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So 1st down from the 41.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Luke's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. Oh, he loses the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
Well, he's no longer a quarterback on that play. He's more of a running back. And what's priority number 1 for a good running back? Always ball security. If your number's called, you've got to tuck it away. Can't be giving your opponent any free possessions.
The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Run picks up 6, and that means it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry for him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And they make the tackle at the 38. Good pass there from the rookie out of Arkansas, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, play action. Dump off, caught by his back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
To number 5.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
Second and 4.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. The give here on 2nd. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
First down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off now from the gun. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Seahawks moments away from a 2-0 start. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They'll run here from the gun. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
At the 33-yard line.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Handoff now out of the gun. Moving on into the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.